Different pen, so you know it's a different day. But they're all recorded the same day. Who cares? Hi, it's Russ again. Back for Spotify Day. Spotify Day. It's Saturday. Saturday. Don't condemn ID me Saturday. Anyway, let's get back to New Music Friday from Spotify's playlist. And this is actually a band I just heard about just yesterday. I'd heard about this band and I was going to check them out. Lo and behold, here they are, New Music Friday. They're called Still Woozy. This track is called Window. I heard this was kind of a goofy, alternative, groovy music. And I would say that's a very accurate description I had been given. Yes, I would like to hear more of Still Woozy. I like that. Up next is Tate McRae and You Broke Me First. Break it, you buy it. Okay, I've only known one Tate in my life, and that was a dude. So the fact that Tate McRae is not a dude kind of threw me off a little bit. But once I recovered from that, this is pretty okay. You know, solid R&B track. I think we've hit the R&B section of the New Music Friday playlist. Up next is Y2K and, oh my goodness, like 5 other people. A song called Go Dumb. I think we've done that enough, thanks. Is this one of those things I'm going to have to look up on Urban Dictionary again? Because I'm not going to do that. And Morton Joe would call it mediocre. I just call it ordinary. Up next, Iann Dior, Machine Gun Kelly, and I'm guessing Travis Barker. I was right, Travis Barker. It's called Sick and Tired. Why is it they always go together? Why is it whenever Travis Barker is the guest on a song, you can tell it's Travis Barker? Not because he has a unique drum sound per se, because as a drummer, look, we all sound the same. It's his hat. I mean, there's not a lot of great variety there. But you can tell in the mix it's turned up just a little bit louder than it usually is. Because he plays it so much harder or something. I don't know. I know some people who are just all about Travis Barker. Whatever. I don't know. That's ordinary. It's got Machine Gun Kelly and Travis Barker. But, you know, they've done better. Up next, Girl in Red with Midnight Love. This reminds me of Laura Veirs quite a bit. And that's a good thing, because I love Laura Veirs. But it reminds me a lot of, like, Year of Meteors Laura Veirs. At least I think that's the one it reminds me of. One of her albums. I think it's Year of Meteors. Funny story about how I got into Laura Veirs. We have a store in town here, Last Stop CD Shop in Marshall, and right by the checkout line, they have the rows of new music. I mean, it's a used CD store, but they sell some new and some games. But anyway, so when you're in line to check out of the store, you're basically standing in the CD aisle next to V through Z. And if you've seen the album cover to Year of Meteors by Laura Veirs, it's just her like this. Just staring at you. And it was set up front in the V, miscellaneous V section. And every time I went in there, I would have to stand in line. And every time, Laura Veirs would be staring at me. Like, while I was waiting to check out. And one day, I'm just like, you know what? I'm sick of you staring at me. And I'm kind of curious what you sound like. Because I don't know what your music's going to sound like based on how you look. So I bought her album. And I liked it. It was really good. I've liked all her albums since then. But yeah, she wore me down by staring at me in a record store. Her CD did, Year of Meteors. That's my Laura Veirs story. This song, though, this is good. I like this because it reminds me of Laura Veirs. And she didn't even have to stare at me. Up next, an artist my wife and I have really gotten into lately, Anson Seabra. Seabra? I'm going to say Seabra. Anson Seabra with Emerald Eyes. This guy has a great voice. But Anson, if you're watching at any point in the future, I need to apologize because when I heard, first song of yours I ever heard was I Can't Carry This Anymore. Great song, by the way. But I mainly focused on the chorus, and I thought it was like some kind of deep voice Tracy Chapman kind of song, so I thought it was female. I mean, I listened to every song since, and I'm like, gosh, it's obviously not a girl, a woman, whatever. It's obviously a male singer, but for some reason I thought the chorus of I Can't Carry This Anymore was just like a very deep-voiced female artist. Yeah, this is okay. It's not his best song I've ever heard, but it's not his worst. It's right in the middle. It's pretty good. I'll go with bigger, pretty good there. Also, this has nothing to do with New Music Friday, but I have my friend activity up over here on the screen. And like 2 different friends of mine in the last 5 minutes have listened to What I Got by Sublime. Which, okay. Anyway, up next, John Legend and Bigger Love. I'm easily distracted today. Story time. I know, I'm doing all sorts of story times today, but yeah. I was watching the Jesus Christ Superstar they did on NBC a few years ago. John Legend played Jesus. I was watching because Alice Cooper, I love Alice Cooper, was playing Pontius Pilate, so I wanted to see Alice Cooper's part. And we were watching it, and my son asked who that was, who was playing Jesus. And I said, that's John Legend, he's a famous singer. And he's like, wow. His wife is very lucky. I'm like, yeah, I guess she is. He's a handsome dude. You know, it's not what I was expecting to hear, but hey, it's fine. It just threw me for a loop for a brief moment. Up next is Kelly Clarkson, and I Dare You. And I Dare You to be a remake of Shinedown. It's not a remake of Shinedown. Ugh. It's alright. I don't know. Glad you have that other job as a talk show host, because this is kind of ordinary. Up next, Dua Saleh and Umbrellar. Seriously, it's spelled Umbrellar. So I won't even make the joke about it being a remake of Rihanna. You know, I don't know what to think of this song, but I like it. This is definitely in the okay file. It's not what I was expecting, but I like it. Anytime I can say that, like, that wasn't what I was expecting, but I liked it. That's a good time. Up next, Kenny Mason with PTSD. Ooh. Yeah. The title, okay. The title kind of fits. A lot going on in this song. A lot going on. They squeeze a lot of it into 206. So yeah, if you're looking for a rap song with a lot going on, PTSD by Kenny Mason. I'm actually going to put that in the good category. That was going to stick with me a while. Up next, Kehlani and Everybody Business. Kehlani be smooth. I like it. It's okay. I wouldn't call it the good, great category, but it's okay. I wouldn't change the station if this was on. I wouldn't hit fast forward or skip on a playlist. Would I add it to a playlist, though? Probably not. I don't know. Kind of a weird middle ground there. Up next, the Kid LAROI and Little TJ. It's Fade Away. I still don't know how to say his name, the Kid LAROI. I just know the O in LAROI because it's in all caps. Definitely stands for ordinary. Up next, Jamie XX, and I don't know. You gotta say it fast. It's all one word. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm 3 minutes into the song, and I still don't know what the hell kind of song it is. It's been a couple different songs by now. And now it's something else again. However, that being said, I like it. I like songs that keep me guessing, and this one has definitely kept me guessing for a while. Anyway, when I'm done guessing about this one, I'll be back with some Ela Minus, and they told us it was hard, but they were wrong. Edit. There's some 80s type instrumentation synthesizer stuff going on in the background of this one. I like it. It's not overtly 80s. It's just kind of, maybe could be from the 80s, maybe not. But yeah. I'm not familiar with Ela Minus, but I want to get a little more familiar. This one goes in the good file too. Up next, Tiesto and Becky Hill with Nothing Really Matters. I've heard some good Tiesto. I've heard some mediocre Tiesto. Put this in the okay Tiesto. Becky Hill, I'm not exactly familiar with her. But I like her vocals on this song. Yeah. You know what? Put this in the okay category, and it just misses out in the good category. It was pretty good. I dug it. Up next, Rvssian with Anuel AA and Juice WRLD and No Me Ame. Ame. It's like some of this is in Spanish, some of it's in English. Does that make this a Spanglish song? Spanglish still a thing? This one just sneaks out of ordinary up into okay. So, yeah. It's just, it is what it is. It's one of those songs I don't have any strong feelings about. I feel like I should because I'm supposed to be having strong feelings about all these songs. But once again, the ordinary and okay are dominating. as usual. But hey, I've got 11 songs here clipped good, so that's good. Speaking of good, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the John Oates, or Art Garfunkel, or Messina from Loggins and Messina. Person of the dance R&B world, that's right! The John Oates to Beyonce's Daryl Hall, Kelly Rowland has a new song called Coffee. It has got to be beyond frustrating to be Kelly Rowland. I mean, I've heard a lot of good Kelly Rowland songs. As far as Kelly Rowland hits, there's that song with Nelly. That's it. She's had some good singles. It's like, she just can't get out of Beyonce's shadow. It's too bad, because this song is great. I love it. I've loved everything from Kelly Rowland I've heard solo. But once again, it's probably not going to go anywhere, because, well, she's not Michelle Williams. Right now, it's time for Chloe and Halle with Sway Lee and Mike Will Made It and Catch Up. Chloe and Halle were a big deal not that long ago, and then they just kind of vanished. I think it's Chloe who's going to be in the Little Mermaid live-action film. Yeah, they were on The Daily Show. They were all kinds of places. And they just kind of vanished to work on more stuff. And I'm guessing there's more. Maybe they're not leading with their strongest single, because they wouldn't call this their strongest. In fact, I would go so far as to call this ordinary. And I'm sorry, I really enjoyed Chloe and Haley's debut. So that really surprises me that I was as amped as I was when I first started listening to this song. I don't know. I'll get it next time. LaRoux and Tyler the Creator. Not a combination I was expecting, with Automatic Driver. I realize this is the Tyler the Creator remix, but I didn't hear the usual LaRoux singer. Like, I'm easily distracted, so I'm just kind of skipping around again. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call that bad, because where the heck is the LaRoux singer? I'm like, why not just call it a Tyler the Creator song if we're just going to take their music and do the singing yourself? That's so weird. Maybe bad's a bit harsh, but I haven't given a bad yet, so we'll do that. Right now, Max Leone and The Beach. You're like the beach and I'm drowning in the sea, and I'm confused about this metaphor. Or is it literal? It can't be literal. I have no idea. Mediocre. All right. You know what? That wraps up a Saturday. You have a great rest of your Saturday. Unless I'm posting this late at night, in which case, have a great what little is left of Saturday. We'll do some more songs on Sunday.